All right. Hey, how you doing? This is Eric from Amp Live TV, Erick Jimenez, and the Amp Live Real Estate Show here for Thursday Deals Day. Hopefully you're doing well. We're out in the field not too long ago, looking at a property out in the Inland Empire. We're hitting all the different cities from the Riverside County, San Bernardino County, OC, and Los Angeles as well. So there's a lot of inventories coming down the wire. Sharing it with you out in the field. If you want to join us out in the field, definitely do a DM, a like, love, and share. We appreciate it. We'll do the same for your content. But watch all the way through. Watch this all the way through because I'm going to be dropping some awesome pro tips, and I'm going to be dropping some F bombs and S bombs. I'm just kidding. Possibly, you never know. Depends on how fired up I get, or if I get on a rock and roll radical rant. Then it's all about just awesome stuff that you can take into the field and use in today's market. Now, this is always live, raw, real, and I stand for truth at the end of the day. So I'm not reading off of anything. There's no teleprompter, but I'll probably start using one maybe, right? I don't know. But we'll see how it goes. Looked into a couple of those. Got some stuff I want to share with you today. We're going to go over a couple of deals. So we're looking at Thursday Deals Day. So right now it should be deals flowing. You should have a deal flow. You should be going after deals. Been talking to a lot of people lately, where they're kind of all over the place sporadically, and I get it. Nothing's always perfect. I'm not perfect. We got our systems. Our systems and what works for us. It can always be better. It can always build a better mousetrap at the end of the day. But you have to start off with the foundation. You have to start off with something, right? And for me, it's always about branding. When I first started out, it wasn't about branding. Or it wasn't about like, hey, I'm the best real estate investor. I'm the best real estate agent. Although that was the theme back in the day, was that, hey, I'm the greatest and I'm the most awesome real estate agent in the world if you're an agent or a broker. And I was like, that's cool. I don't care how many listings you got or whatever. If I'm working with you, I want to work with you because I like you. Don't palm me off to one of your assistants or this and that and that. Maybe that's a personal thing, but I'm like, hey, unless I know I'm going to get the same love and your whole team takes care of me, then awesome, right? But then I also want to meet the rest of the team. And you're probably not going to do that on a listing presentation because you're probably not even going to see the person on the marquee listing the property for you, right? And sometimes there are, just depends, right? They'll be there to list it, but after that, boom, you get their team. Nothing wrong with that, just as long as they're taken care of. And so, but for me, it was like, nah, let's go with the brand. I was thinking Coca-Cola, right? Coca-Cola, people recognize Coca-Cola. All right. So how about the brand? We just go with the brand, and I am the person behind the brand, the team. I'll build out a team, and we'll be the peeps that are behind the brand. And I still believe in that, right? As you can see, we got the branding back there. It's Amp Live American Mentee Program, AHA, Americans Helping Americans, right? One American at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time. Doing our part to get America back on track together with you and others across the United States of America. That is the true cause and mission. That cause and mission has not changed even before when I got started back, in the last cycle. It's always been about the cause and mission. That's take care of our clients, take care of our investors, and we're last on the totem pole as far as getting paid or any of that stuff. It's still the same today. Things happen, and it's real estate, right? I guess it's one of the least riskiest types of business, but still, it's a risk, right? Because it's real estate investing. It's business. You may open up in a business, they may not fly. Things are going to happen. You can invest in a business. You can invest in real estate. You can invest in anything, and it may or may not fly. At the end of the day, it's part of investing. So there's always some degree of risk, but the goal is to eliminate as much risk as possible. And if risk does happen, then you just got to maneuver. You got to pivot. You got to adjust. You got to adapt, and so you don't perish, right? So you keep on rocking and rolling. And I notice a lot of people that I've been talking to lately. It's either hey, they're spinning their wheels, or they jumped on a program, or they're expecting miracles for $500 or something like that, or they don't have any cash, or they do have cash but they're afraid of making the leap of faith. Is it the right move and all that good stuff? The analysis of paralysis. Or they get in and they're supposedly on a program, but they're not listening. They're not following the program. And I'm like, well, where are you getting your deals? Do you know how to underwrite? Right? It's the basics. You need to know how to underwrite before you start hunting deals. So some people ask, what came first, the chicken or the egg, right? For me, it's like, hey, what do I go after sellers first, or do I go after buyers first? Well, first and foremost, you got to understand the rules of the game, and that's real estate. Understand the rules of the game, and then you're going to go play the game. Then if you're going to be on a team or create a team, then you need to build the team. You need to build a foundation first, right? Just like a house, build a foundation of what your business is going to be perceived of. What's your business about? What are you going to tell people when you call them, right? Are you working out of your garage? You're working out of your closet? You're working out of an office? You're working out of some other person's company or something like that, right? There's always going to be some type of pitch. It is what it is. It's sales 101, right? And yes, everybody and their mother's becoming a guru right now. They do a couple of deals. You're going to sell a course. I get it. Maybe they're better at marketing than they are doing real estate. I get it. I love marketing. I love branding. I'm not the best at it. I guarantee you that. But my jam is negotiating. I love negotiating and working a deal with sellers or buyers, investors, including mentees at the end of the day. I love sharing what we do with them as their eyes light up and they're like, man, this is awesome, right? And yeah, even helping them through the frustrations and things of that nature. That's what's called the American Mentee Program. That was the birth of the American Mentee Program. It needed to be reciprocal. But let's talk about what we got going on today. So today is Thursday Deals Day. So it's about deals. I'm going to share a deal that we're looking at all over the United States of America. But there's a couple that are pretty cool here in Southern California. I know people are afraid of Southern California because they don't want to buy and hold because it's it's not a friendly rental state. Unless it's going to be like assisted living, some co-living juice, autism houses, sober living, whatever, stuff like that, you're good to go. Even Airbnbs, depending on where they're located, right? Because Airbnbs in Tahoe were awesome. And then all of a sudden they started banning Airbnbs, a bunch of idiots. I don't know why. It's stupid because, I get it. You get stars and people up there, but you're 90% of the people up there are people who live there, second homes, and business owners, things of that nature. Maybe 1 to 3% are actors and entertainers that will buy a big ass house up there. Right. So they're not the ones that pay all the taxes, right? It's all the other people, right? As they say. So it's dumb for them to do that because that's their revenue stream. Big Bear's smart. Hey, I love Big Bear. We go up there all the time. Lake Arrowhead's cool. It's a nice kind of a smaller location, but very private, awesome, cool jams and vibes out there as well. But Big Bear is smart. Airbnb, go for it. I think 70% are Airbnbs and 30%, and don't quote me on that, are people live there. They either live there and work there, or they drive down the mountain because they want to go up there for some serenity. They don't want to be in the smog. They don't want to be in all the riffraff down here in LA and the rest of the stuff. It's calmer, right? So I definitely get that, right? But that's a volatile market too, because mountain properties can do certain things. They do go up, they go down. But if it's Airbnb and it's rocking, come on. It's always you got the ski lift, you got the lake. People go up there just to have dinner, Christmas, summertime, year round. You should be able to rock and roll Airbnb stuff, right? Because I know we've been here. I'm a native Californian. I was born and raised in California, right? So I'm like, I think fifth generation, fourth generation. My kids are the fifth generation of the United States, of Southern California. So we know Big Bear's awesome. If there's an Airbnb up there and you're rocking and rolling, you should be doing $80,000 to $100,000+ per year, depending if it's a 4 or 5 bedroom type of property. Now we have those coming down the wire because we're noticing people have Airbnbs. Maybe they got tired of it. Maybe they're tired of maybe the operator, there's not good operators, or they're just tired of operating. And, that's happening. So we're getting a lot of Airbnbs from those areas. And then over in the desert area, like Palm Springs and stuff like that, even OC Disneyland stuff, because those usually rock, right? They just kind of, but if you're not operating them correctly, then they can, they turn out to be a pain in the butt. We're also in the Inland Empire. We're working one right now. I'm going to share it with you. It's pretty juicy and awesome. So if you're looking for a good, maybe decent fix and flip cosmetic, it's there. The same token, if you're looking for something that has a lot of bedrooms and some co-living juice, ADU, possible mom and pop developer type stuff to build on that property, then this is the property for you. Okay. Definitely DM me, shoot me a text if you have my telephone number, and I will work out an awesome, beautiful, lovely rock and roll deal for you. Okay. On that property. And I'm going to show you how to do it with some minimal dollars. You're going to need some money to do it, but at the end of the day, where you can get in and structure it in a creative real estate manner. Okay. Unless you want to take it down cash, that's cool too. No problem. Either way, they go by fast. You can do cash. I know Subto we can do as fast as we can get title and do all the confirmations and stuff, make sure everything's good, as fast as we can close, right? So with that said, Facebook group, yes, definitely. Let me put this up here for the captions. And see the Facebook group. Is it right here? Wait, where's it at? Let's see where we got. We'll go up here. Graphics, QR codes. Oh, QR code. There you go. Put a QR code so you can jump in the Facebook group. It's going to be right up there. Boink, 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 boink. Did it come up? There it is. Join the live now, right? You can go right there. Join and share deals to the Facebook group. I'm also going to jump in the Facebook group a little bit later on, and I'm going to go ahead and share what we're doing with these deals and break them down for you live in the Facebook group, because it's a private Facebook group, right? And then go from there. There won't be any addresses. As far as addresses, if you want addresses and things of that nature, you got to sign an NC&D, non-disclosed, non-circumvent agreement, and then we'll get you lined out on the VIP buyers list, and we'll actually get you to give you the address and all that good stuff, and hey, we'll be good to go. But that's the process. And some proof of funds usually works as well. But that's the AHA process. Okay, so let's check this out. So you can get in there with the Facebook group. Let me see what we got over here. I'm going to share this with you. Obviously, Amp Live TV, always real, raw, and standing for truth. The home of the Amp Live Real Estate Show. Your host of Eric. My name is Erick Jimenez. Amp Live and VIP Execs, sponsored by VIP Execs Realty, Lending and Investment. Step into excellence. Now, I know there's people that are wanting to come aboard or want to get their license, or they have a license, they want to drop their license with VIP Execs lately. So that's cool. Definitely get in touch with me, and I will put you in touch with our broker for the real estate agency. You drop your license, or if you want to do loans, you want to drop your license for loans or private money, all that good stuff, you can, because we're definitely hiring, as well as coming aboard the one-on-one mentoring program. So we got 2 spots for the rest of July. So 2 spots are available right now for the American Mentee Program. That is true one-on-one mentoring, where we'll mentor you for the next 6 to 12 months, help you rock deals. We're going to work deals together. Heck, like I say, I'm going to be the co-signer on the deal right there, because I'll be signing on the dotted line along with you as we work these deals, rock these deals, and cash those beautiful, lovely checks as we rock and roll, move forward. Now, obviously, you got to understand, right? You got to do the work. You got to show up to the party. We're not here to do the deals for you, but we're here to help you build, okay? That was the purpose of the Americans Helping Americans when we launched the program, and then obviously launched Amp Live Media, and that's to make it more, everything flies under that banner for the for Amp Live Media, to help you and others in regards to lead generation, done with you, done for you, all that good stuff. But the magic is myself, my team working with you, and understanding and knowing how to chat with these sellers, get them to tell you everything from birth and all that good stuff, right? And to help you build a business, okay? And to do deals. That's the byproduct. Byproduct, how we get paid is actually, yes, splitting those deals with you, depending on what they are, 60, 40, 70, 30, 50, 50, depending on where you're at when we're rocking and rolling this stuff. But the whole goal is to help you build your business and blow up your business at the same time. At the same time, it helps us, because then if you're making money, we're making money. All right? So let's keep on rocking and rolling here. So American Mentee Program, amplify the art of the deal. Don't have anything, no teleprompter. I didn't even actually rock some details for the Thursday show. But how everyday Americans buy houses without banks. That's the truth, right? Okay. No big down payment, no perfect credit, no experience. A proven 30-day system that works since it's been working, and it still does work since 2003. Like, for example, we got a young man, like I said, and we went there. It was actually went out into the field. So that's a good thing. If you're in Southern California, you join the program, you get that extra love. You get maybe you get a cup of coffee, we'll bite. No, we get to go out and we rock and roll. Yeah, did we get a free lunch on Saturday? We sure did, right? Didn't have to. It doesn't happen all the time. But hey, we went and rocked. Went with Jacob, Mr. F-Bomb, our newest man, and myself. We went and visited the property. It was a doozy. It was pretty crazy. All kinds of crazy stuff happened. Confusion and who was who and who's what. Some translation action. We had some out there in the hot sun. There's a couple more properties that we're going to look at. They're open houses and appointments and properties. Found some more properties on the table to actually work and go after. So that was a good thing. This all came from where? Surfing for Deals. Pretty cool, right? So it came from Surfing for Deals. That's that's a term that we coined, where it's kind of like driving for dollars, but you're driving for dollars with your phone, your iPad, and your computer, right? So the young man, 19 days in, 14 days, he's already talking to sellers, getting submissions. And a few days later, after doing that, 19th day, we're looking at a property. We got an appointment, and we wrote it all up for a sub-2 type deal. Cash, offer 1, 2, and 3, and then a sub-2 type deal at the end of the day. And then we even dropped on the table a novation where they get paid more. But they don't want the novation. They like the sub-2 because they want someone to take over their mortgage payment. They want someone to take over the property, and they want to get a check for their equity, okay? At the end, so it's a opportunity is there if you just can't, and you never know where it's going to come from. So you cannot assume where these leads are going to come from. You cannot assume that, oh, it's an agent or it's a broker or they're not motivated or they want too much. No, everything is dictated by the submission. When we get on the phone and we get a submission submitted, do the underwriting, see where the money's at, set up that call. We get on the phone. We're going, reiterating all that information, set an appointment to go what? Go to the house, belly to belly. Now, if it's a no-brainer, that's a no-brainer. They say they want $600,000 they want $300,000 for $600,000 property. We're going to write up contingent upon inspection. Very simple. But if not, then hey, they want an offer. Hey, most people are tempted. Most people are attacked. Go for it. Throw out an offer. It's okay. There's a way to get a number from certain people, but there's also certain cultures where you're not going to get it. Good luck, right? Unless you drop your number. It's okay. You can drop a number, but it better be a number that you can live with, okay? And then you have to dance around to figure that out and try to get something locked in on the phone. Otherwise, boom, we're here, we're local. So I love the art of the deal. I love the art of walking the house. I love the art of working the deal to the point where we're dropping the seeds and they're selling us on the ideas that we dropped on the table, dropping the ego and letting them sell us. It's a lot easier to work a deal when someone's selling you. Wouldn't you agree? I know for a fact it is, right? If you've never felt that, then this is what the Amp Live American Mentee Program is about, right? It is about the Amp Live method. It is about what we do and how we do it. It's very important, because if you don't learn that stuff and your closing ratios suck, then it's going to be very hard to close a deal. Not to mention, you need to understand and know how to break down a deal. You need to know the underwriting parts, and you can do it easily, right? It's not just, hey, here's the price, minus 70%, minus the repairs, minus your fee. And it could be as simple as that. Not gonna lie, right? But you're always going to get beat up by someone else, like an investor myself. Say, hey, it's going to cost me money. What's going on with the seller? I need more information. How can I get in there in a different manner is what I'm always asking, right? If that doesn't work, that's okay. We got to go cash, but the numbers better be where they need to be. You better be on point with your comparable market analysis, or your ARVs and your comps, and even your repairs. A lot of people don't understand those repairs, and they underestimate the repairs. And when you get in there, if it's a 1950, 1960, 70, 80 house, you don't know what the hell you're getting into when you get into those walls. Shit can happen. Obsolescence happens. Walls got to be moved around because it's not even a functional house sometimes, right? If you get into anything 2000 and up, easy peasy, bones are good. Yes, there's some builders that, have some, haphazard type stuff with leaks and electrical and plumbing and things of that nature, foundation issues, roofs, all that good stuff, right? Comes with it, but they got warranties. But the warranty, once it's gone, it's gone. I get it. Who cares? It's still good bones. It's a newer property. Get in, get out cosmetic. Get in, get out cosmetic. Those are easy peasy. I love those all day long. That's my jam. Now, for other people, it's okay. They want to get in and knock down walls and tear out floors and all kinds of stuff and put their name and brand on that stuff. Good for you. No, nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, it's not my jam. I'm not into that. Don't care. Our brand is, hey, we're here to help you. Provide a solution and let's rock and roll together, okay? But you don't need permission to buy a property from the bank. And I'm not, maybe I'll go on a tangent here. We'll go to the next slide. I wasn't going to, but hey, where are you right now? Are you renting? Do you own one? Are you investing? Where are you? The system was built to keep you locked out. So you start exactly where you are. Here's the 3 secrets to create a real estate domination, right? The vehicle, acquire property with little to no money down, subject to seller finance and lease options, okay? The belief. Now, the one quiet belief keeping you stuck, and how mentees beat it with zero experience, right? Just like the F-bomb and others that come aboard and work with us, right? At the end of the day, the belief system is me believing in you so you can believe in yourself, right? Because if you didn't believe in yourself, or you don't believe in yourself, nobody else is going to believe you. They're not going to believe you're an investor. Not going to believe you're a wholesaler. Not going to believe anything that comes out of your mouth, because it's just not going to have any oomph to it, right? You got to put something behind it. You got to put you behind it. You got to put some faith behind it. And if we're behind you and you feel good about it, you're going, shit, I feel a lot better. I feel like, yes, I can talk to these people. Yes, I can make an offer with confidence, because you're working with AHA, America's Helping Americans, Amp Live Media, and you're working with VIP execs, realty, lending, and investments. Heck, on your first meeting when you come aboard and you get onboarded, you are being introduced to VIP execs lending, right? You're a lending partner. You may not need them right now, but guess what? You should try to at least get approved for some hard money and private money, period. So when it comes down the wire, you're ready to go. And when it comes down the wire, when we're working these deals, everybody's looking at wholesale. But like others who've had some cash, because if you got a little bit of money, you're going to move a little quicker. Otherwise, if you're trying to do elbow grease, and of course, coming aboard, there's hard costs. You got to take care of the hard costs. Nothing's free in life. We don't do free. I mean, we'll work and we'll chat, and you set an appointment. Yeah, 15, 20 minutes. You can pick my brain and I'll talk with you. I'll chat with you. I'll point you in the right direction. We'll either recruit you and bring you aboard, or hey, we'll send you on your way, say good luck, kumbaya, and keep on doing what you need to do and follow the little recipe that I gave you, right? That might be breaking down deals. Oh, I'm going to the county city and I'm going to go get this and do this. Man, okay, that's a lot of work. Just surf for damn deals. There's deals all around your own backyard, right across the street probably from where you live, on the same block where you live, within a mile where you live. There's deals. Everybody's thinking, oh, the grass is greener on the other side. It's too hard right here. There's no properties here. There's not enough people. Blah, blah, blah. All BS. Stop whining. Stop crying. Put on your big boy pants, your big gal pants, whatever. And now I'm going to go on a rant and rave. It's not even Sunday, but it's Thursday. I'm fired up. I'm usually resonating at a high frequency on Thursday because deals are coming down the wire. I'm excited. I'm fired up. There's deals that are coming in. We're training. We're mentoring. We're onboarding. Tomorrow's an admin day in the morning, and then we get geared up for Friday highlights, some PSA, public service announcements, even into the field if we need to. I'll be in the field. Then Saturday, same thing, some Saturday training, some onboarding, and if we're going to get out into the field to rock some deals. And then Sunday sermon for the Sunday sermon rants and raves, one of my favorites, as I get to drop some F-bombs and talk about everything across the board, whether it's entertainment, whether it's music, whether it's politics, whether it's real estate, doesn't matter. Friends, family, and all that good stuff. It's my time where I get to do my thing, be myself, and come on here and entertain you, entertain myself. At the same token, build relationships and foster a brand that we're building across the United States of America. And that's to help our fellow Americans, right? Everybody's got to have a cause and mission, whether you want one or not. Some people I've talked to, I'm not going to lie, over the years, now not a lot, maybe 1%. I'll ask them, what'd you want to be when you're younger? I don't know. You don't want to be anything. You want to be a baseball player, fireman, you don't fucking have a job, anything? No, I didn't know. Was just never motivated to do anything. I said, wow, that's crazy. What about now? No, I just have a job. Is that it? So what fires you up? What's your why? What gets you up in the morning? I got to go to work. Like, man, this is crazy, right? You got to be fired up with something. Something's got to motivate you to keep moving. And I get it. Some people get depressed. Some people don't have maybe motivation. Some people don't have inspiration or aspirations and things of that nature. I get it. I don't know why. But it's very, very small. But most people in our DNA, we're all connected, right? We all want greater things. We're all trying to figure stuff out. We're all trying to, man, why does that happen? Or why does that person get that? Why does this person get that? And I want it. Or maybe I don't, or you're afraid of it. Depends on your programming when you're growing up and all that good stuff. But let's move forward. Belief is super important, okay? Pick up the book, Think and Grow Rich. It's going to help you. It's helped me throughout my life. It's helped me change my life, along with the good old Bible, right? That, yes, I may say that, but I'm reading it now, okay? Several decades later, because I didn't understand it the first time around. Now I'm starting to understand it. Now, I don't know, maybe I'm just a slow learner, right? So if I can do it, you can do it. All right, the deals. When the thousands of motivated sellers are, where are they? Where are the thousands of motivated sellers? Right in your own backyard. I just said that to you, right? I just shared that with you, I should say. And how to position yourself to win them. That's what we're doing right now. We're doing that right now with mentees and ourselves, even myself. I'm in the field. I'm rocking and rolling our own deals for the family, right? And for our investor friends, okay? Because I enjoy that part. It's what I do. Can I hire? Yeah, we have acquisitions. That's somebody else. Well, mentee is an acquisition, right? Dispo, mentee is a dispo, right? Do we have our own peeps? Of course. At the end of the day, do we have our tech and our marketing? Yes, I love marketing. I love branding, right? All those things. But at the end of the day, even tech and software, it's great. It helps you push volume. That's good. That's what we're doing now. We're even reamping. We got something new. It's called the LOI Offer Writer. The LOI Offer Writer, right? Jacob's putting that shit together. Excuse my French. So with our own LOI and our own branded LOIs, so we can give it to, this is internal though, right? Now, if you're a mentee, eventually it's going to be released to you and you'll get it for free. It's not going to cost you a dime, right? You come aboard and work with us as acquisition or dispo, you're going to get access to that, so you can actually to make your job easier, so you can do more volume. Because if your job is easier and you can do more volume, then you make more money, then you're a happy camper, right? Of course, everything that comes aboard stays here. If you take it, can't take the ideas, because hey, that's what a confidentiality agreement's for, right? We got to protect the juice. We got to protect what? The secret sauce of the American Mentee Program, Amplified Media, and VIP Exec Realty Lending and Investments. And I'm speaking super fast today. Nope. This is my first cup of coffee, by the way. That's just all what? I don't know, just motivation, self-motivation. And, maybe because I got some eggs and protein this morning, so that was cool too, right? Got some quality H2O. Well, let's get into it a little bit. Definitely like, love, and share. Appreciate it. All right, subject 2. Take over the seller's existing mortgage rate. Their loan stays in place. No new loan bank. You don't need permission. You don't need permission to do this, okay? Now, let me make sure that we're good to go. I'm pretty sure we are, but I'm going to double check something real quick. It's always irritating when I'm not streaming on all the social media platforms like I want to. And then we go, okay, yeah, we're good. All right, cool. Awesome. So hopefully you're seeing this. Watch it, like, love, and share. Appreciate it. Let's get back to it over here. I know we're connecting with a lot of people on social media, so that's cool. Appreciate that. I was going to share some screenshots. I'm not sure what the heck I'm going to share, but we'll get to it. So this is just going to be all random. It's nothing's outlined today. You should have an outline, and then I rock and roll with that outline. But this is deals, deals, deals. That's the theme for today. Deals, deals, deals. Period. Right. So I'm fired up. Want to catch me when I'm rocking deals. Right. So if you're looking for deals, I don't care if it's 110 deals or 100 deals. Get in touch with myself. Do a DM, and somebody on my team will get in touch with me. We will get you those deals, right? We'll spend the money. We'll work them. We'll get our team to rock and roll those deals. And yes, we'll sell them to you. We'll wholesale them to you. We'll Subto them to you, right? We'll do a wrap, whatever it takes at the end of the day. If you have the ability to buy that many properties, okay? Even if it's 1, 2, or 3, it's okay. We'll work with you as well, right? We have no prejudice against that, whether you're a mom and pop player or a big medium player or a bigger player or even an institutional player. It doesn't matter. We can accommodate the volume. I don't care if you're a broker, right? You're a broker and you want us to come in and teach your agents how to dominate your area and be able to get back and take back those units that that wholesalers and investors are taking from you. Give me a holler. I'll probably be reaching out to you, myself and my team. If you're even a broker or if you're an agent, you want to tell your broker about us, about myself, Erick Jimenez, AHA, American South Americans, Amp Live Media, and yes, VIP Execs Lending, because those will be your lending partners to come in and work with you and help you dominate your area in Southern California. I don't care, any of the 4 counties, right? Orange County, Los Angeles County, San Bernardino County, and Riverside County. We will work with you. We'll come into your office. We can sign an NC and D, all that good stuff. We'll be your private rock and roll real estate hit peeps that are going to teach you and teach your agents how to dominate their area so they can get back those units that they're losing, literally using probably millions and millions of dollars by having wholesalers and other investors snag those deals that your agents are not getting. And I know they're taught, oh, it's not you got to do this to the house. You got to do that. It's not ready. No, you can list anything today. Hey, if it's a unit and it makes money, then go for it. I get it. You're going to have your high, luxury, real estate companies, your midterm, if you're flat fee, it doesn't matter. If you're working for one of those flat free companies, as a tongue twister, right? A hair lipper, then guess what? You're not going to get any training. You're not going to get jack because there's no money in it, right? There's no money for them there's no reason for them to train you. They can't afford to do that because they're flat fee. So, you need to find a company that's going to be able to train you on both sides. At the same token, if you're an agent and you're looking for real estate investing, then we're your solution there, right? Is it free? No, nothing's free. But since we rolled out the one-to-many, we got this accelerator program and we got the charter program, right? And that's a done for you a do-it-yourself type of program. And we got something very special that nobody does, right? So if you get in there and it's cost effective and we see that you're working the program, we're gonna give you a holler and we're gonna make you an offering. Because I always say cream rises to the top. And if that's you, like we did with Rodrigo, right? Or Rod, looks like, hey, okay, he's hungry, he wants it, boom, let's work something out. And we're going to make it happen. And he's on board for the one-on-one, contract up and all that good stuff, right? And all he has to do is show up to the party. He shows up to the party, he learns. He shows up to the party, he'll do deals. He show up to the party, and he's going to close deals, period. Not to mention going to drop the license and all that good stuff. So you have the opportunity to get the best of both worlds. So nobody even does that. Nobody wants to, right? And then, of course, there's the charter program. Charter program, man, a couple $1,000, get your first, second, third deal. You're in profit mode. Keep on rolling if you want to, or if you were actually say, man, I need this one-on-one mentoring, Eric. I need to come and rock and roll with you. Then guess what? You come and rock and roll with us, take care of the hard cost, and we rock and roll together. Easy peasy stuff, okay? So let's keep on rolling here so I can slam down a bunch of these slides because I want you to see them. And I'm just going to get this content out here. We're at 29 minutes. So yeah, we're going to do maybe 30, 45 minutes. Boom. Because we're going to get back to work and we'll be coming back and forth. I'm going to go into the group next because the group is private. And I want to break down some deals inside the group. So that should be right here. Let me get back to the Facebook group. Scan that QR code right in the corner way up there. Bam. It says join the live now. You can. And usually I give out links. So you want to show your face and tell us about your stories. That'll be awesome. So the second one, seller finance, right? Subject to is our favorite because we can buy subject twos for fix and flip. They don't have to be those deals that are really minimal, right? Or that are marginal. We don't want a $400,000 property that is ARV's 400,000. There's no equity in it. And then, just because it's a low entry point of 5, 10, 15, 30,000 bucks, that don't mean jack. Who cares? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't even cash flow. What do we want it for? Now, some people, hey, if you got the money and you can handle it, go for it. But most people are all newbies where they're doing a lot of this stuff. And a lot of those, they're just going to turn into short sales. So we rather just go buy them when they turn into short sales, right? Because they're going to start defaulting and all that good stuff. It's already happening now in the industry and market. It's not a good thing, but at the end of the day, you just got to make sure you know what you're doing when you're doing the subject to stuff. For us, we got it down pat, and we like to get some equity because we want to feel comfortable. Our investors got to feel comfortable. We got to feel comfortable. I got to feel comfortable, and I want the seller to feel comfortable. Seller, investor, us, last on the totem pole, and that's how it works, okay? So you can buy these. You don't need permission from the banks. Remember that, right? Remember the system's meant to lock your butts out, to lock us out, to lock me out. Not anymore. And I said that a long time ago. I said, when I'm doing this stuff, because everything, when I was doing subject to, it'd be in my office, doors are locked, cabinets are locked, computers are locked, and then my bag went home with the files. They look like this. Old school, right? Here we go. Old school files will look like this. Let me share. I'll pull this up real quick. This so you can see my face. So there'd be files like this, right? And then I'd have a bag, right? It's like one of those airline pilot bags, like I was a pilot. Boom, dude, pull that thing up like luggage. It'd be about that freaking fat. And every one was a file cap. It was a file with a deal in it. Every deal, $30, $40, $50, $100,000, right? So I remember one time we had some people coming down, going to give them a tour, show them the properties we have for sale. They were investors, came with a checkbook to the office. They're like, man, okay, let's do it. Let's rock and roll. See what you got. So we gave them the tour. They had to pick out some properties. They dropped me off, and I had my bag inside the car. So I can, it wasn't as, technical as back in the day, right? It was a little harder because we had the giant PDAs and the thing with the pull out and do all this. So it was still more like a phone, like a brick. Not that old, but, old enough, and all that good stuff. And they started taking off in their, whatever it was, I don't know, luxury, SUV car. And I'm like, oh, I had to run after him, pound on the window, bam, bam, bam. What's up? What's going on, man? I said, my bag. I need my bag. And he said, well, what do you mean you need your bag? Yeah, I left my bag in the car. And he goes, okay, no problem. Let me grab it. Try to turn around, try to grab the bag and lift it. He's like, damn, what the hell do you got in there, bricks? He said, literally just had to say, okay, go unlock it and let me get the bag out myself. The reason it was so heavy because there's all kinds of files. Sometimes the file starts off like that, then it gets thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker. And then when we record it, boom, it's a big ass fat file, right? It's like any other file. And it's like, man, what do you got in there? Gold? And I said, yeah, kind of, sort of. To me, it was gold. There are bags of gold. Every file was a bag of freaking gold. And that gold meant what? I gotta sell it to these guys and gals that came to visit and look at the properties to write those checks and to build those relationships, to push that volume. Same thing, right? And that's so I just remember that was my analogy. And that's why I use it even when we're training, we're mentoring, or I'm on here and I'm talking about bags of gold. Yeah, they're bags of gold. You got bags of gold. Once you got a contract, you got a bag of gold, and it better be good because you make your money when you buy it, not when you sell it. And then if you have that bag of gold, boom, you know in your mind if it's framed right, all I got to do is find the perfect seller. Don't even have to be a perfect seller, just a seller that wants your terms, who's willing to write a check ASAP within 24 to 48 hours. We call it the A list. We rock them on the A list, give them 3 deals, and they perform in 3 deals. We rock and they stay on the A list. After 3 deals, boom. Sorry, hasta la vista, brother, sister. We're moving you to the B list. We're wasting our time. We send you 3 deals in your buying criteria and you do not purchase. You go to B list, you get to see all the deals that other people have bought. Which is like I always say, yes, no, and it's like being on the second page of Google. Nobody goes to the second page of Google. Do you? I know I don't, man. Guys and gals, I don't go to the second page of Google. I want to see what's on the first page. Maybe I'll take a look. If I'm really hunting, I'll look and I'll look and I'll look. But I'll just put it in. I'll put a new keyword, right? It's the same thing. But it's been like that, and that's what we teach our mentees. That's why I always says it even a lot of our promotions, right? Same system that's worked since 2003. Of course, it's adjusted as we move because it goes in cycles and trends, right? Real estate is alive. It's a living organism. It moves with trends. It moves with cycles and trends. I like to watch cycles and trends. I go all the way back to the 18 to 1900s, all the way till now, right? Do we have one coming? Yeah, get my Erick report. Do a DM, shoot me a DM. I'll send you the Erick report. It'll be my prediction on what I see is going to transpire for the next 5 to 7 years. Even with AI, right? Even with quantum physics and quantum computing and all that jizzle, bizzle, snizzle, right? It's going to happen. Someone's going to create the ultimate stuff, but not everybody's going to use it. Not everybody's going to learn it. Not everybody wants to, right? Even when the market shifted and changed, right? And the market took a shit and all the investors coming back and saying, hey, you know what? Find me a deal. Can you lead generate? I'm not going to lead generate for you. I'll find deals and I'll sell them to your butt, right? Or you lend me some money and I'll do my own deals. Plain and simple. They didn't want to adjust and learn how to market, to learn how to adapt to social media, learn how to adapt to all the tools that are available as they change. Text marketing, ringless voice messages. Now it's AI, right? There's going to be the same old investors going, man, I don't want to use it. I'm not going to lie. AI, I get it. You got to work it, tweak it, and all that good stuff. Cool. Well, AI is not at that point. Yes. They're saying, oh, yeah, AI is closing deals. Well, it's a minimal amount of deals, man. Come on. Unless people fall in love with AI or, they're able to befriend AI, then cool. With AI going to show up, as a robot, and I'm going to do your deal. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. It's not going to happen. Now you're still going to need a face, a body, a person. That's it. Until there's some cyborgs and shit like, Arnold Schwarzenegger and, T2 and Terminator, all that good stuff, right? And that's different, right? Eventually, right now is, yes, use all the tools that you need. Lead generate, become an expert underwriter, become an expert at what? Negotiating, getting those deals, get your closing ratios up there to 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80%. Can you do it? Of course you can. It's done with processes. It's done with the recipe. I'm going to share that recipe with you. And when we share that recipe, it's rinse and repeat. So you're dangerous. You can dominate any area, beat out any wholesaler, broker, agent, or even investor when you're working with us. Guarantee it. For me, it's a challenge at the end of the day. I love that stuff, right? And psychology works. Psychology freaking works, okay? And it's not to manipulate. It's to get the truth from your sellers, the truth from your buyers, right? And here's the beautiful part of what we do. We are qualifying sellers, buyers, and investors, not the other way around, even though they think they're qualifying us. It's okay. Drop the ego. You can parallel. You can match their attitude, this and that. One thing we don't tolerate is, hey, don't talk to me. Don't talk to our staff or anybody in disrespect, because you're going to get slapped up at the same time. And a mental, should say a mental slap, not physically, right? No violence here. At the end of the day, it's just treating them the way they treat you. It's called the golden rule. Treat others as you would like to be treated. If they're going to treat you like a jerk, you can pick. Do I want to treat them like a jerk? Is it a waste of my time? Like my wife, the boss, she's like, nah, they're not even worth my time. Here's the hand, talk to the hand, whatever you want. I know it's old, but it's like, no, thank you. And me, I'm like, no, I think these people need to be taught a lesson, or they need to understand and need to hear that they're taking advantage, or they're being jerks, or they're being rude, or whatever, right? And maybe they'll think about it. We'll say some prayers for you. Maybe the universe and God or family will touch them in some way, or something happens to them. And that way we go, man, I shouldn't have been that. I shouldn't have been rude to those people. I shouldn't have been rude to the people we're working with. Stress is one thing. I get it. We all get it. Stress happens. And we're all going to get frustrated. But we got to think about that. That's where the beautiful thing about Think and Grow Rich and 17 Principles of Success, when you start reading these books and you start using your mind, you start having your morning ritual. If you want a morning ritual, ask me. I'll give you mine. Well, it's going to help you. I know it will, but hey, it helps me. At the end of the day, I got to read. I got to study. I got to stay fired up. I got to stay motivated, right? I got to keep my brain moving, because if it doesn't, then I want to watch some movies, right? I want to do the scrolling thing and watch a bunch of, fart videos. I'm just kidding. Did I say that? I sure did. Yeah. Hey, because farts are funny, right? Look at Eddie Murphy. If you guys and gals are too young, you don't know who Eddie Murphy is. I think he built his whole career on his crazy laugh and farts, right? He was a comedian back in the day, along with like Richard Pryor and all that good stuff. That's when you could say crazy stuff and it was cool and it was funny. Now it's like, oh my God, it's like that. See, it gets puckered up. It's tight. No, let it go. Let it roll. That's what I'm doing today. Anyways, I'm serious about this business. Love this business. All three, Americans Help Americans, Amp Live Media, and VIP Execs Realty, Lending, and Investments. Definitely step into excellence. Let me pull this graphic back up. We're at 40 minutes. I'm going to give it 5 more minutes, and then we're going to close this up. And eventually, we're going to rock and roll. We got some deals and some stuff and appointments we got to hit. Then I want to come back probably around 6 p.m., jump inside the group. I'm going to break down some awesome deals in the Riverside County. I'll just say all 4 counties. There's a lot of juicy stuff coming down the wire. It's going to help you out so you know how to break down deals, what to look for. Instead of getting out of that, just get it. Wholesale is cool. I get it. Pay some bills, right? But like when I started, Bird Dog, Wholesale, Creative Real Estate Investing. That's it. That is the lateral move. You want to keep going up the ladder, right? Think of it as corporate. Think of however you want to look at it. But you got to build the foundation first, right? So many people out there do not know how to break down deals or comps and all that stuff. Learn that stuff. Become an expert. I know it's boring. But yeah, it's only boring if you frame it. If you frame it as boring, like me, I didn't want to write contracts. I hated clauses. But once I framed it as boom, I understand how to do deals. I can negotiate deals. And if I get a bag of gold, then, hey, I'm golden, right? I make my money. So I had to frame that, hey, but the only way to get that bag of gold is by what? Writing contracts, putting in the right clauses, follow up and working deals and getting these suckers signed. So then I got a contract and I got a bag of gold that I can go sell to an investor, that I can go raise capital for and do a deal myself if I wanted to. And then cash it in at the bank to get the mean green, because banks don't take gold, right? You can't go buy a burger with a gold doubloon. You need to turn it into some mean green. That's what we're here to do. All right, check this out. Let me see. Lee, okay, so seller finance. Seller finance, the seller becomes the bank, okay? Agreed price, agreed rate, paid monthly, no institutional credit check. You believe that? You don't even need a credit check, okay? Oh, thank you. Hey, there's some people jumping on there. I can't really see. It's not like TikTok. TikTok, I can see all the people and say hi to you. So I want to say, hey, if you were watching a little while ago, thank you for watching. Thank you. Definitely like, love, and share it. Appreciate it. Can't give shout outs or anything like that. But I can't see that there's people down here because it shows a little eyeball with the numbers on there. So thank you for watching. If you're watching, and whoever you are, awesome. Like, love, and share. Appreciate it. Definitely reach out if you have deals. Reach out if you want to jump aboard the American Mentee Program or any of our other programs, or you're looking for deals. Whatever it is, we're here to help, as long as it's all real estate related. And even, hey, if you want to pick my brain about whatever, rock and roll, I can help you with. And probably movies, but mostly rock and roll. All right. Lease options. People are not really thinking about lease options now because it's not the season. But when the season comes, lease options are going to be the jam. And then everybody, their mother's going to start selling programs about lease options and get my program and doing lease options. And that'll be the jam, right? But with lease options, pretty cool because you can control property and still make money, right? Rent with the locked in rent to buy. It's part of the rent builds your down payments. That's a lease option. And then there's rent to own on top of that. So it's beautiful. If you know how to do them correctly, and you got to use separate contracts, and there's ways to make sure you do it right. Same thing for seller finance. Let me go ahead and go over here. Move to the next one. I'm going to move to another slide. I'm not going to go through this whole one, right? I'm not going to explain subject to. I'm not going to explain seller finance. I'm not going to explain lease options. Explain which door is your door. But yeah, if you're watching this, type in, hey, I want, is it subject to? Is it seller finance? Number 1 for subject to. Type that in the chat. I think I got some chat down here. Can I rock some chat? Let me rock my rock and roll. Yeah, there's some chat in here. Cool. All right. Let me do it. Boom. Okay. There it is. So type number 1 for subject to. Type number 2 for seller finance. And type number 3 for lease options, rent to own. Which one intrigues you? Which one do you want to learn? And we'll tally them up. At the end of the day, we'll look at that, and we'll come back with the training on Saturday. You want to learn about subject to? I'll train on Saturday. You want to learn about seller finance? I'll train on Saturday. Same thing for lease options. We'll break out contracts. We'll break out how to find them and how to work them and all that good stuff, right? And we'll go from there. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. Way too many slides in here, so I'm not going to go through them all. Okay, so let's do this. But it's awesome stuff. Let me go through the slides. I think we're going to move. I'm just going to move to something cool that's going to help you. Okay. I know you probably have questions about all that, but if you pick one, give me a 1, 2, or 3 on those, and we'll train on that. But this is what's going to help you. Okay. This right here will help you find deals. It'll help you explode your email, text, and phone, all that good stuff. There's a scan. You can scan that QR code right there. Boink. Get instant access to my free Surfing for Deals training. Get instant online access. You'll get the templates, you'll get the video, you'll get the training, all absolutely free. Doesn't cost you a dime. And if anybody knows me, free. I'm not into free, but we're giving it to you for free because we're paying for it, right? So someone's got to pay for it. Just remember that. Nothing is free in life. Someone has to pay for it. Unless we're back, in Stone Age days, right? Then, hey, it's whatever you can get is yours. The rocks, if you go claim them, they're yours. The water is yours, right? The food. So, but not anymore, right? Because we've relinquished everything to other higher powers at B to be able to control things that you and I and others don't have access to. But we do. We figure out a way, right? Man finds a way, as they say, was it Jurassic Park, right? Life finds a way. You can't ever suppress human beings in all of history. You just can't do it. Because you got mighty God. You got God on your side. I'm a God-fearing man, right? I'm not a holy roller, but I'm a God-fearing man. I believe in God. In God we trust, as I always say. I always say rock and roll and all what you do as well. And those are things that I live by. I live by the integrity, the loyalty, and communication. Communication can break down, be repaired, but the first two can't. Jump on this. This is a free gift, okay? Jump on it. Now, when I'm coming out here, I'm just not like, just saying, hey, hyping it all up. It's the truth. We're here to help you. I'm here to help you. The same token, yeah, what's the byproduct? We're going to do deals. We're going to get more deals. We're going to rock and roll do deals. We're going to build a network. I get it. That's what it's all about. Even last cycle, we did the same thing to a degree. It was more locked up and hidden. Couldn't go into couldn't get on our computers and learn this stuff. Couldn't get in our files and learn this stuff. Couldn't even get into the office unless you're chosen as a runner or I selected you to come in because the door was locked in the front of the secretary and all that good stuff, right? It just is what it is. And it's kind of the same way today to a degree. But a lot of stuff's virtual, so obviously I'm not flying to Florida to go mentor or do a deal or two. No, we do everything virtual all over. If you're in Southern California, then that is a bonus for you at the end of the day because we're going to work together in some capacity. But it doesn't mean I'm going to be on every appointment with you. It doesn't mean I'm going to be there. I'll be there right here on this thing. See that? Right there. Technology. First, second deal, rock and roll. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth deal, we'll partner up. Rock and roll. All right, check it out. Let's do what we got to do here, guys and gals. I'm going to introduce you to Miss Al. Considering buying or selling a home, let's help you and her team along. Don't go solo, right? Go with the whole VIP execs team. And if you got a license, remember, I don't care where you're at, anywhere in the United States of America or international, you can drop your license with VIP execs realty, lending and investments. Get the best of both worlds. Get the real estate action. Get the novation, partners. Get the lending partners and funding partners through VIP execs. Long as it comes through me at the end, I'm not saying comes through me. It says go through me so I can give you an introduction. You can go directly to her. That's cool. At the end of the day, but recommendation for me just makes it all that much better. Same for her. If she gets something and she sends something to me and she recommends that hey, you're awesome. And guess what? We're going to take care of you. Anybody that we talk to has sent us, past mentees or present ones and things of that nature. We appreciate you. Definitely going to take care of you. And we're going to take care of the client that you sent to us. And we appreciate you. I just want you to know if you're there, hey, and you hear this, may or may not, at the end of the day, if you're watching this, then hey, we thank you. We appreciate you. Okay. So we're going to keep on rocking and rolling because that's what it's all about, right? It's all about the good. It's all about the golden rule. Do unto others as you would like done to you. So always rock and roll and do great things. My goal is to open up America's eyes, the millennials. I don't care if you're 18 to 80, the baby boomers, Xers, doesn't matter, right? Gen Z, XY, XXZ, whatever, you know what I'm talking about, is to help them with real estate, okay? Because I wish somebody did that for me. I had to figure all this stuff on my own, and it took a long time, trust me. But I did go pretty fast when I got a mentor. That catapulted my business and to the stratosphere, okay? That's no BS. That's why I'm a big advocate of mentoring and coaching. Right? I'm not a video person. It's hard for me to watch videos, but I'm not going to say it because I can't be a hypocrite, right? Oh, I got to wrap this up. We're already past, went 4 minutes over. So at the end of the day, I'm getting myself, and we're getting obviously the brand booked up. Myself, Erick Jimenez, right? The creative real estate investing investor, Americans helping Americans, God, faith, at the end of the day, God-driven program. So if you think I'd be good on a podcast, definitely recommend me. Do a shout out. If you have a podcast, you're probably going to be getting emails from myself if it looks like it's going to be a good fit. True podcast, right? At the end of the day, where we're actually making it reciprocal and branding each other's brands and things of that nature. I send it to my list. You send your stuff to your list. Boom. Cross-pollinate, your guests and things of that nature, and vice versa. With the Amp Live Real Estate Show, I'm definitely always looking for guests as well. We're just not hitting it as hard to interview guests and going through the funnel as most people do. Go through my funnel, do this, do that to get on the show. Okay, that's that. All right. But there's my speaker sheet. Definitely take a look at that. Share it if you can. Here's something for you. This is, yes, the American Mentee Program, top-rated one-on-one investment mentorship program. Get started today. You can scan one of those QR codes right there. You can call the 6888 number. You can go to amplive.net and boom, book some time with myself. Let me see. What do we got here? Anything else here I want to share with you? Oh, this is kind of cool for the freebies. If you're a freebieer and you're looking for free shit and you're looking for elbow stuff, here's one, The Art of Driving for Dollars, okay? How to read a neighborhood and find motivated sellers before they hit the MLS. I'm going to share those tips with you. I'm going to share all that stuff with you. It's kind of like driving for dollars or surfing for deals, right? Right here. You can surf. You can drive for dollars as well. You should. Don't be lazy. Old school and new school works, because all the old school stuff new school people are doing, the old school people are going to kick their arses because they're going after what? They're going after a blue ocean. They're going after stuff that all these other people want to not get off their butts or get off their phones. The deals are over here. It's starting to turn that way, right? Starting to turn that way. So my partner associate, Mr. Ray Bones, Mr. Ray, guess what? He was onto something, but it's all about timing, right? Door knocking, getting out there, rocking. Yes. We just got to find the right amount of people. Shit, if we got to do it all ourselves, let's just get out there, guys and gals. You know who you are. We'll go do it. But I prefer, we could share a little bit of something, get some people, agents, brokers, newbies, seasoned, doesn't matter. Heck, if we gotta pay for the ride and pay for the food and pay for the bling bling so you can wear the shirts and stuff. Boom, let's go hit some neighborhoods. Let's go change some people's lives that we're working with, as well as changing neighborhoods and people and their families in the neighborhoods for the houses that are distressed, so we can put them back on the market, get them back on the books of good, and increase the values of these properties. Then we're truly doing what? Americans helping Americans. Now, there's always a way, but it takes more than just myself, right? I can't do all that good stuff. That's where, hey, if you want to be part of that, then definitely reach out and share how you want to get involved. At the same token, again, going to be rocking a meetup. Going to roll out in September. If you want to help with that, you want to help with getting butts in the seats, you want to help promote it, you want to get sponsors, you want to bring sponsors and all that good stuff, you want to bring other speakers, right? Or other people have products and software to the table that's real estate related, that's life coach related, that's maybe business orientated. Definitely let's do it, because they all tie together, okay? All right, so give me some water real quick. Here, I'm going to share this with you, and I'm going to wrap it up. Why one-on-one mentorship matters in real estate? Simply because videos will take you so far. TikTok, YouTube take you so far. Coaching will take you so far. Facebook groups will only take you so far. Get it on Zooms for 2 or 3 hours will only take you so far, unless it's one-on-one and there's an actual agenda based on your target of what you want to achieve. Because if you get 300 or 400 people into a Zoom, everybody has different agendas. Your agenda is going to be kind of sort of similar. It's going to be all similar to a degree, but everybody's a little bit different, right? Kind of like human beings. We're not all cloned. We all got something special in us. God does not make junk. So you're always going to get on here and you're going, you know what? I have a certain way of certain things that I need. Unless it's one-on-one. If it's one-on-one, we know exactly what you want to achieve. We know your whys. We know why you get up in the morning. We know what you want to achieve. We know what you want to do in month 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, 10-year goals. If we know those things, then it's specific to you. Then we're tailoring the program that's going to help you become successful and make you successful, is based on that micro goal sheet, based on your goals, based on that target, based on that plan that we put together for you specifically, not for 299 other people. Then you're just spinning your wheels, daisy chain it, shiny object. Oh, I need some help. And you're just gonna swallow around in just a turbine, right? And maybe if you catch on to something, maybe you'll get lucky, right? And you'll rock and roll. But that's a small percentage. So that's the purpose. That's the purpose for one-on-one. One-on-one works. So there's always a progression, right? TikTok it, YouTube it, do some live coaching, get a program, read some books, watch some videos, get into a coaching program, and then eventually get yourself a mentor. If it's not us, find somebody. At the end of the day, you're going to be at that level. You're going to get to that level. It's going to shave off 3 to 5 years. I know for us, it's 3 to 5 years of spinning those wheels. I know that because it's happened for me. And we know that because we do it for others. And we see the results, right? It's battle tested and proof is in the pudding, as they say. All right, so I'm going to share this with you. One more last thing, okay? So lock in your spot for the American Mentee Program. There's myself at L and the American Mentee Program. I challenge you to rock and roll. I challenge you to scan that QR code right there, boink, and take the opportunity of a lifetime. When opportunity comes, don't mess it up. When opportunity comes, recognize it. When opportunity comes, take advantage of it. Some people are waiting for the door to open. No. If it's it's unlocked and you can't get through and you know it's open and you know that's the door, then run through it, knock it down, kick it down like I did. Okay? That's my advice to you. All right, so millennials, here's something that's cool. Millennials, mortgage for millennials, right? That's another reason why the young man came aboard as well, because he wants to help millennials in his own, because he's a millennial as well. And he wants to help other people, other youngsters, get into property. We can do that with creative real estate investing, right? Because we don't have to worry about a bank. We don't have to worry about a big, giant down payment. They're either going to get an FHA loan or they're going to have some friends and family where they can get into a property, right? They can control it. We may give them the money. They can get the money. They can find the money. But without us, it's going to be harder for them to do what? To go get a traditional loan, to go get a conventional loan, to be able to afford a $600,000-$700,000 property in today's market. Can you do it now? Yes, you can, right? Just depends on where they're at. Are they working? They have a good job. They have some good credit. Building a family. What's going on, right? So, and we don't need the bank's permission to do any of that. So we're going to open up the doors for millennials, okay? It's a beautiful, lovely thing. And we're having the young millennials that are coming aboard. Those are kind of their cause and mission as well. And that's still in line with what we do, right? Americans helping Americans. So don't think that you cannot buy a property. All right, so let's rock and roll. Let's do this real quick. What we got? I'm going to talk about, this is on Wednesday, so definitely be here next Wednesday. Creative Real Estate Domination Live. Meet up with myself, Erick Jimenez, and fellow Americans, VIP Execs Realty Lending and Investments. It's going to be, I know it says July 1st, but it's going to be every Wednesday. Every Wednesday at 7 p.m., we'll have an open door. We're going to talk about, how to dominate your area. We're going to talk about creative real estate investing. We're going to talk about deals, and if you want to bring deals, we'll look at them. We'll analyze them. We'll work them out. We'll do some Q&A, okay? We're going to talk about creative real estate investing, and that is the topic. Now, this is important to me, subject to 101, gear up, adjust, adapt, or perish. Just rock and roll instead, okay? That's what I truly believe in. Let me go back to the top up here, and let me close this out with a Amp Live TV. All right, Amp Live TV, always real, raw, and standing for truth. I appreciate you watching. Definitely like, love, and share. Appreciate it. I'm going to put my mug up here so you can actually see my face. Let's see if we can get this done here. There we go. Cool. I like this one better. Where's our captions that I like here? Let me do this. Put this down up here. We'll go AHA, Americans Helping Americans. We got that rocking right there. And then we're going to do, let me see. We'll go here. Where's the other one? Where's the show? Amplify Real Estate Show. That's for Saturday. Join us on next summer. Okay, let's do our part. Got a bunch of them on here. Wow, keep growing. All right, cool. Don't forget to hit Americans Helping Americans, VIP Execs. Yes, jump on the Facebook group for some free training. Get Erick Paul Live right there. You can get Erick Paul Live. Hashtag that sucker. And there it is. Okay, boom. The Amplify Real Estate Show. So without further ado, rock and roll and all what you do. Appreciate you watching. In God we trust. God bless you with abundance, prosperity, health, and wealth. Keep on rocking and rolling. Let's get together. Let's rock and roll. And let's change people's lives. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.